YouTube followers, today I'm here about a mile outside Pluckley, and I'm actually at Derrin Woods, also known as the Screaming Woods. It's currently around about 3:30 in the morning, and I thought what we'll do, we'll have a small walk through. I won't travel too far because obviously I'm on my own, and these woods, there's a lot of people gone missing and never been found in these woods. And apparently there's a lot of spirits that haunt these woods. So join me today if we have a little walk through. We'll see if we can communicate with something or pick any sounds up, or any obviously shadow figures that may lurk in the area. So please enjoy. Please leave a like if you enjoy this video, or just leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you once again, and please enjoy the video. So here we are, hope you can see okay. We're going to have a small walk through and just see if there's anything that may wish to communicate with us today. As I said, I won't go too far into the woods because obviously there's a number of people that have actually explored these woods and have actually gone missing. So obviously, being on my own, it's not a good thing probably to wander too far into the area. But we'll have a go in any case. We'll try some spirit box communication and maybe EMF, and just see if there's anything that we could possibly pick up today. Certainly a muddy area. Probably the best time to come is in the summer, but in any case we're here and we'll explore the area. So as you can see, there's a number of gates around the area, and also a number of spin-offs into the woods. So obviously I don't want to go too far, but maybe we could come through this area. There seems to be a bit of a clearing, and we could try a bit of communication down here and see if we can catch any screams, as obviously reportedly as meant to be. Okay, let's get me bits and we'll set up and we'll have a go with some communications. As you can see, I've got my camera up there recording away quite comfortably, just in case it picks anything up. Okay, so here we are, we're about half a mile in at the moment into the haunted forest. Can I ask, is there anybody here? As you can see, I'm certainly getting some EMF spikes. I'm getting some issues with my camera at the moment, so please bear with me. So as you can see, we're getting some EMF spikes here currently. I'm not sure if you can see that. We're about, as I said, about a third of a mile into the woods. There's actually a split here. Hope you can see that. It actually runs in 4 directions. So I think what we'll do, we'll put this camera down, we'll leave it recording. And as you can see by the EMF, there's been responses. I'll hold that there for a minute, and I think what we'll do, we'll get the torch out just to check there's nothing showing. Hope you can see down there, and we'll try a spirit box to see if we can pick anything up and if anyone wants to talk to me. Okay, let's get this going. I hope you can hear me. Let me just check that. Yep, still recording. Okay. Can I ask, is there anybody here that wishes to communicate with me in any way? If you keep an eye on that. Is there anybody here that wishes to show themselves? Is there any way you can talk to me? That sounded a little freaky. Not sure if you heard that. We'll have a little walk down a bit. Okay, hopefully you can see down here. I hear that there's a number of spirits in these woods and that shadow people's been seen. Could you let me know if you're here with me today? EMF's just gone. Can you show yourselves? EMF's going mad at the moment. Can you tell me who's here? These are well known as the Screaming Woods. So, can somebody scream? I heard listen. I'm listening. Hope you can see that EMF, it's really going. Could you show yourself? If I stay quiet, could you communicate in any way with me? I hope you can see that. It's really dark today. And obviously because I'm in the middle of the woods, it's obviously there's no light, no moon tonight, which doesn't help. But in any case, we're here. The EMF is really going mad. Hope you can see that. Can you see the EMF? Clearly there's somebody here. I just heard yes. Could you give me some sign? Hope you can see that. Could you communicate in any way with me? I believe these woods go on for a fair bit in all directions, so it's certainly a deep woods, and obviously I'm not surprised that people have gone missing here. They actually found, I believe, a mass, not even a grave, just a group of dead. I believe 11 of them were children, and when they found them, they were all flayed bodies. This was a number of years ago, and obviously after the autopsies they just didn't know what they died of, and they put it down to carbon monoxide poisoning, which is a bit strange, but in any case it was many years ago, and obviously the EMF's going. Okay, let's put his camera back down and we'll try a bit more communication. Can I ask, is there anybody that wishes to communicate with me? Hopefully you can see that. I would imagine you could. Obviously there's someone here. Could you make the lights stop? Could you stop the lights? Thank you. Is there a lady here? Make the lights move if it's a lady. Is it a man? Yes. You see that? Clearly a man. Can I ask, did you die here? Yes. Are you the man that hanged yourself? No. Did you go missing here? I hope you can see that. Can you give me any more information? Was you murdered here? Or did you die naturally? Died naturally. Did you walk into the woods and die in the woods? You clearly died naturally, but what of? I think what we could do, we'll stop this for a minute. And maybe if I put the camcorder onto night vision, we can see if anything gets picked up on night vision. Bear with me. Okay, for some reason my camera shut off. It didn't really like night vision for some reason. I thought what we could do now, yep, as I said, we'll try a voice recorder and see if we can pick anything up. And we'll have a little walk through this area of the forest behind me. We'll see if there's anything that wishes to communicate this way to us. Okay, can I ask, is there anybody here that wishes to communicate with me? Could you tell me your name maybe? Could you tell me if you're a man or a lady? Could you give me some sign that you're here today with me? I'm on my own in these haunted woods. As I said, I'm happy to talk to you. I have this little box in my hand that can hear anything that you say. So please, say something. Can you scream at least? These are known as the Screaming Woods. Let's have a little playback and see if we can see if we've caught anything. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Let's have a let's just reset it and see what happens. Let's try again. Is there anybody here that wishes to communicate with me today? There's the information about Jane Wood, so you could always pause it and have a read yourself. Can I ask, is there a lady or a man here that haunts these woods? Okay, let's stop it and see if it plays. Let's try again. Is there anybody here that wishes to communicate with me today? There's the information about Jane Wood, so you could always pause it and... Let's turn this main camera around so we're facing Nothing there. We'll delete that one and we'll try again. Okay, hopefully you can see down there. Okay, can I ask, did you die here? Can you at least tell me that? Can you give me some sign that you're here, please? Please try and talk into this box that I've got in my hand here. It won't hurt you. It's just listening. Say something into it for me, please. Give me something if you can. Okay, let's have a look and see if anything come through.
Okay, can I ask, did you die here? Can you at least tell me that? Can you give me some sign that you're here, please? Please try and talk into this box that I've got in my hand here. It won't hurt you. It's just listening. Say something into it for me, please.
Okay.
Give me something if you can.
Certainly freaky woods. There's walk-offs and little runs around everywhere in here. Okay. I've heard these woods are very haunted. And yet I've heard very little so far. Could you possibly give me your name? Maybe your age? Can certainly see through here. There's been a fair bit of damage, and I would imagine that's due to the high winds from last week. Could you give me something, at least? I'm here with great respect. I just wish to communicate with you. Certainly some freaky woods, that's for sure. And if there's nothing in here, I'd be very surprised. Let's get me torch and maybe we could have a little bit more of a wander through that. Okay, I think what we could do is leave the recorder on. I'll put it on my boot of the car or the bonnet of the car, leave that going, and then we'll have a little walk through this wooded area. Let's move the camera. Certainly, I'm not sure if you can see, there's a lot of mist and fog. Okay, let's leave that going that way so it can film away quite happily. Bear with me, I'll just move the camera a little just to get a bit more into the shot, like that. And then we'll have a little wander through. I think we could try the EMF as well and just see if it wants to pick anything up. Okay. Clearly you're with me. I can see the EMF meter going off. There's markers on these trees, not sure why they're here. But in any case, what we could do, if we put the EMF up here, maybe, and then we can ask out a few questions. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Can I ask, is there anybody here that is able to communicate with me today? Could you give me your name, maybe? Could you make that light box light up that's sitting on the tree at the moment? As I said, it's probably very easy to get lost in these woods. Certainly a freaky place of a night time. Probably actually a very nice walk through during the day to do a bit of an explore. Maybe there's some abandoned buildings on the outskirts of the forest that may be worth looking and trying to find. Could you possibly make them lights light up for me? Are you able to do that, please? You obviously did light it up earlier, so I know that there's somebody here. Is there any way you can communicate at all? Nothing from the box. I think what we could do, what we haven't tried yet, let's have a look. Let's see if we can get ghost tube app going, maybe, which, as I said, that stays relatively quiet and doesn't interfere with much. Let me just take my gloves off. Okay.
Flames.
Flames. Was someone burnt here? Did someone die in a fire? I'm listening. Can you give me something? Could you possibly just give me some sign that you're here? Don't leave. Don't leave just come through on the Ghost Tube app. I won't leave. If you want to talk to me, I'm more than happy to stay here and talk to you. Who are you? Who are you, please? You clearly asked me not to leave, and I won't leave. I'm happy for you to talk to me. I'm happy if you want to show yourself to me. Give me some sign that you're here. There was some movement then. I heard, it sounded like running. I'm not sure how you'd get running in this forest. Could you give me some sign that you're here with me? Buried? Are you buried in these woods? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Murdered.
You were murdered. So were you murdered and then buried? Can you confirm that? Thank you for that communication. Who murdered you? Could you give me a name? Is it something I can communicate to somebody else for you? You've asked me not to leave. You've clearly said that you were murdered and that you're buried. Are you buried in these woods? Or are you buried in the church in Pluckley? Please give me a sign. Show me that you're here. Certainly a freaky place. Could you give me something, please? Could you guide me to where you're buried? Maybe. You can't see the EMF, unfortunately, but it's going off quite frequently, which is a bit of a shame that you can't see it. But could you tell me that, or show me that you're here? Could you give me something? As I said, I'm more than happy to talk to you. I've heard these woods are extremely haunted, so here I am, just to talk. Give me some sign. There's certainly something in these woods. I can do not what? Do not enter the woods any further? Or do not communicate with you? These are creepy trees. Hope you can see that. Can you give me something? Look at that down there. Hope you can see it.
Tunnel.
There's a tunnel. Could you guide me to where the tunnel is? Could you give me something? Certainly getting deep into these woods now. I don't want to risk it too much because, as I said, I'm on my own and I certainly don't want to be lost here. Let me just walk to this small creek. Have you finished talking to me now? If you spot anything, please let me know. I think these woods just go on forever. They're huge. Could you tell me how you were murdered, please? Could you give me some sign? I really appreciate the communication that you've already given to me, and I'm sorry that you were murdered. But please tell me more if you can. There's certainly a freaky presence in these woods. I can feel it. It's quite strong. I'm hoping that they say something else to me. I'd like to know. Stop. You said stop. I've stopped. Are you going to show yourself to me? Could you show yourself to me? As I was saying, there is a presence here. It feels quite dark, quite overwhelming actually. And obviously trying to communicate in some way. I've had to stop and murdered and buried and don't go. Hopefully the static camera up there may have picked something up. We'll soon see. Can I ask please, before I go, could you possibly... Scratch? Are you going to scratch me? Are you going to scratch me? To let me know that you're here? Please give me something else. It's obvious that you want to talk to me. And I'm very pleased that you... Leave you alone? I'm sorry if I'm offending you in any way. All I want to do is talk. Hell? Are you in hell, or are you telling me to go to hell? Not what I expected.
Catherine.
Catherine? Is Catherine your partner, your wife? Or are you Catherine who are talking to me? Oh, I've come over really dizzy suddenly. That's an odd feeling. Are you affecting me now? I feel like you're trying to affect me. I've come over very dizzy. Is that you? That's an odd feeling. I felt like something come up on me. I've just got this dizzy head. Are you attaching yourself to me?
What should I do?
First thing you should do is leave me alone if that's you affecting me.
Lower. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Asylum.
Asylum. Something moved behind me then. Oh, that made me jump a little. Maybe I'm pushing this a little bit too far. If that's you, Catherine, I'm sorry if I'm offending you. Please step away from me. Take this feeling off me, please. I don't wish to offend. I'm here with respect and love. That's all. I'm here to possibly communicate with somebody that's passed on. I'm off in a minute. I'm leaving here. So please don't follow me. I don't wish any presents to follow me home, anything. So please stay here. But would you like to say something before I leave? Buried. I know you're buried. I've already been told you're buried. You were murdered, apparently. I'm very sorry for that. Is it Catherine? Is your name Catherine? Can you confirm? Or was you married to a Catherine? Or did you murder Catherine? Maybe it's you that's murdered Catherine and buried her here. Is that the case? Bless. Bless who? I certainly bless you if you're suffering. Change? Change what? Change what? Okay, I think I'm gonna start to wrap things up because that got a little freaky. Something certainly interfered with me. I'm not sure what it was, but it come over me and it come over me very quickly. and it knocked me for 6. So Catherine, if that's you, thank you for talking to me today. I know you're buried. That's the 3rd time they've told me they're buried. I'm sorry if you were murdered, and I'm sorry if you were buried here. But please, try to... Sure. Okay. I'm getting the occasional random word at the moment. But can I say God bless to you? And I hope that you do find some peace sometime in the future. Thank you for talking to me today. If that's your name, Catherine, or whoever you are, it's much appreciated. Thank you again. Okay. Well, that was certainly an experience. And a little bit of a freaky one, although that's what I'm here for. I'm here to communicate, and communicate they did. Even though I did get a bit of a sudden surge that come over me, which really made me dizzy, and it's still there, it's still lingering. So certainly something was there. But anyway, I think what we'll do, we'll end it there. So I'd like to thank you for joining me today again on this explore of the haunted forest. If you like the video, please leave a like and just leave me maybe a comment if you wouldn't mind, just to let me know you either enjoyed this video or you didn't. And I much appreciate it. Now have a good week, and what I'll do, I'll see you on the next explore, hopefully next weekend. Take care of yourselves. All the best now. Bye bye.